This video is brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Yo, 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 what the fuck is up there, everybody out there on the YouTube Zords? You're good about Papa Tico, and oh my god, this rant has been, I've been wanting to make this rant for a while, and I just, like, each time I went out, I completely forgot this was in my backlog of to-do list for rants, so this is going to be really interesting. But anyway, yeah, today I'm going to be talking about probably the biggest YouTuber in Japan, and, like, his impression on like basically how he helped shape Japan and kind of the history from what I know behind that or whatever, which it isn't a lot, and then of course going to give my opinion about him. And yeah, today we're going from we're in the middle of, like, we're on the edge of Chiba and we're still going to the middle of Chiba right now. And yeah, question of the day is, you know, is there any Japanese people you guys follow online? Or do you even have any, like, do you even Japanese, bro? Do you have any Japanese friends online or whatever? Like, you know, I'm just curious, like, what, do you have any connections to any Japanese people, whether it's social media or just regular media, you know? Like, I remember the first Japanese person I think I ever got exposed to was Sonny Chiba, you know? Fucking Sonny Chiba on the Street Fighter. He was really fucking cool, you know? Sonny Chiba on the Street Fighter. Like, I just remember this being like, this is way less coordinated fighting than a Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan movie. And I was like, do Japanese movies suck like this? Like, at the time, I didn't appreciate the Street Fighter because I was like, man, you know, I'm used to Jackie Chan and, like, super funny, like, coordination and stuff. And, you know, Japanese movies always like to take themselves a lot more seriously than the Chinese action movies, you know, that Jackie Chan and all his buddies dominated. But yeah, you know, that's my thing. Like, it's just Jackie Chan was fucking like, you know, that was my exposure to Asia at first, was Jackie Chan movies, you know, and that was the thing, you know, Jackie Chan movies and all this shit, right? But you know, when I came to Japan, I was so disappointed because no Japanese YouTuber wanted to do. Nobody wanted to do YouTube. They were all too pussy to show their fucking face. And I will get into that in a second. But before we get into that, we might as well mention this during this wonderful fucking, this wonderful blockade of cars. Big shout out to today's sponsor, Nakano Shinbashi Guest House. Boom! Look, guys, $400 a month. You know, for the whole month, guys. You get to live with Japanese people. You're 5 minutes away from Shinjuku, the biggest train station in all of fucking Japan, that can literally take you to anywhere you need to go. Are you seriously cutting in here in front of me? What are you doing, dude? Come on. Go. But anyway, yeah, Hikakin, something. Wait, I'm still talking about sponsors. Yeah, $400 a month, you get to live with Japanese people. Trust me, it's good. And you better like that shit, you punk ass, bitch ass motherfucker. And do we need to keep on this line? It says 357, 3 other 57. Yeah, we need to keep on this line still. Yeah, it's all packed. This is packed, but I want to go through Chiba. I don't want to go through this way and cut through. Like, I want to go through my old stomping grounds. But anyway, fuck this. We're going to cut through all this stuff. Anyway. And also, anyway, the point is that the place is cheap. If you want to stay in a fancy hotel while you're here, more power to you. But for me, I'd rather spend that money on things like going places, buying food, going on dates, whatever, you know. So yeah, and also I like the idea of living with Japanese people. I wish I had the chance to live with Japanese people when I first got here for the first time, you know. The third time I actually decided to move here, I did end up living with Japanese people, but they were people that mostly spoke English, you know. And but the people at the guest house, they don't speak English that well. So it's a perfect place to study and use your Japanese. especially if you're just coming from college or a self-study session or whatever. It's a great place to learn, and there's plenty of people there that want to talk to you. So definitely keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, this is all backed up to Chiba, but we're gonna, I guess we get to see, this is why the Google Maps was like, are you sure? Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, you know. Yeah, this is really backed up. Oh, fuck. Fucking Google Maps, stop changing my shit. Yep, yeah, I guess we're gonna have to change trajectory because of the fucking backup. Like, wow, that's really bumper to bumper shit right there. Hey, let me cut through you first. Let me cut through. See, this is the great thing about having the bike. You can just cut through all this shit. Just like NordVPN can do to all your hackers. Boom. NordVPN. Guys, look, if you want to be safe, you gotta have two things, a gun and Papa Tico. But if you're talking about being safe on your computer, you need two things, an antivirus and a VPN. Now, most of you guys are smart. You already got an antivirus on your thing. But do you have a VPN? Probably not. Now, VPNs, they help protect you against hackers hacking into your shit, because Microsoft used to be able to, but now you can't do that because Microsoft sucks, and they buy everything and then change it to be shitty, like Xbox and Skype and everything. But NordVPN, they got you covered, dude, you know? And I was using them for a year before I became a fucking, whatever the fuck, you know, before I actually became an affiliate of theirs. So if you use the link down below, you can find both of those sponsorship buttons, and it's good. And, yeah, anyway, let's get into finally the topic of Hikakin. So Hikakin is, he's a guy, I think he's roughly around my age now. And I remember I met him when he had 14 subscribers. Like, he came to one of the first YouTube Hanamis, and he didn't really speak English at all. But he came there, and he was really shy, and he didn't really talk that much. But he was a nice guy. He seemed like nice enough, you know. But yeah, like, you know, Hikakin was just like, he was this guy who, like, he didn't talk, so he would just do these beatbox, you know, boom boom, hello YouTube, and he would just talk like that, and I was like, oh, okay, like, you know, he doesn't really speak that much English, so this is like his way of, like, you know, connecting with people. Cool. I would have never thought that guy would be so huge as of now, because, you know, like I said, at first he just wasn't that interesting. He wasn't an interesting dude, you know, like he you know. But the thing is that when YouTube first, like, because YouTube originally wasn't in Japan, you know, they had to make a branch over here eventually, and it was like, it was hard for YouTube to start promoting their stuff here. Like, if you remember, if any of you guys have been here for a while, YouTube at first, they promoted English-speaking YouTubers in Japan because those were the only people that showed their face, you know. And Japanese people have a big thing about doxing other people, and so, you know, like, Japanese people really are afraid of people doing that, because at the end of the day, in Japan, it's very easy to fuck with people and not have any legal consequences. I don't know how it is in America, but in Japan, it's very easy to just, like, you know, for a Japanese person to be like, oh yeah, that person was, you know, they went to my school. They were, you know, this is where their mom lives and stuff. Like, they love doing that, because Japanese people have, like, a strict, you know, like, these, you know, the societal code, so it be, you know, like, it's very, you know, everyone has high expectations for each other, and, you know, people are jealous little bitches when it comes down to it at the end of the day. People are jealous little fucking bitches, so, you know, you gotta be careful about that. And so that's why a lot of Japanese people don't ever want to put their face on the internet, because it's like, oh, maybe a coworker doesn't like them, or somebody that went to school with doesn't like them, or maybe their neighbor will say their address, you know. It's just random stuff like that. And so a lot of Japanese people from the beginning, they would just do Jikyo play, which is like let's plays, like Game Grumps. But they were all shitty. They weren't that funny, they weren't that interesting, and the quality sucked. And yeah, like, for a while, Japanese people really sucked at fucking YouTube. They were just not that good, you know. Like, they didn't get with the program, you know. So Yeah, and so Hikakin was one of the few Japanese people who not only just put his face out there, but he constantly uploaded. He uploaded all the fucking time. And so, you know, when YouTube was trying to promote itself, like the only people that were really, that it promoted, I think was like what, like fucking Michaela and like a couple other foreigners in Japan that didn't even make videos in Japanese. And of course that marketing campaign didn't work at all. It was shit, because Japanese people don't give a fuck about foreigners doing videos in a totally different language in their own country, you know? And so Japan, YouTube was kind of panicking. They're like, oh shit, we gotta find somebody to be our poster boy, you know, so more Japanese people will want to do YouTube. And that's where Hikakin came in. They used him as a way to prop up YouTube. It's nuts when you think about it. They actually, like, YouTube basically gave him his first fucking, like, he was not that popular, you know? He was not that popular of a person at first, like, you know? YouTube promoted the shit out of them. They would constantly put him on the front page of all this shit, you know? They would constantly put him on the front page. Wait, is that a fucking highway? That better not be a goddamn fucking highway. You fucking dick, Google. Google, you fucking dick. You better not fucking make that a highway. No, damn it. Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, start it off. If this is a highway. See, this is why the GPS on the phone sucks. The GPS machines that you get, they never do this shit where there's like randomly changing the location and everything. Oh, it's so annoying. Anyway, if these people are turning and not worrying about going on the highway, then I don't need to worry about it either. Nandayo, kore. Ah, shit. Kore kosoku doro? Ryoho? Shit. Huh? Nani? So, Ryoho? Okay. So, okay. God damn it, this fucking GPS. It told me to go this way. And then, it better not be fucking, the entrance for this shit. It says both of these are paid highways up here. Better fucking not be. Yeah, see, that's the entrance for that paid highway right there. Okay, good. This is not, that's a paid highway, but this road might not be a paid highway. Not yet, at least. Okay, oh, good. Okay. Because I told my GPS specifically, don't go on any roads that are tollways. So, let's go. Let's move it. Nice. So anyway, yeah, but I mean, like, YouTube promoted the shit out of Hikakin. Like, you know, they constantly put his videos on the front page or whatever. They put him in a bunch of promotions that gave him a lot more free promotions. They basically just, like, he got everything, you know, like, he got like, I'm not saying that he's not talented, but they literally, like, it was just a perfect example of timing meets, you know, opportunity. That's all it was, you know. He fucking, like, they needed somebody, and he was the guy, you know. He was the guy that could do it. So, yeah, he got in while the getting was good. And now, because of that, like, I mean, like, they gave him not, like, I'm not, like, you know, this is the thing. They didn't just give him a free promotion, you know. They gave him everything. They gave him, like, a promotional manager. They gave him an agent, you know. So it's like, hey, man, maybe you should try these videos. Hey, maybe you should make a second channel doing this. Hey, this guy also needs a promotion. Promote this guy. And, God, I just, you know, sometimes I'll come in and I'll check on Hikakin and stuff. And, like, the guy is so just ridiculously rich now. He is so fucking rich. I remember one time he was bragging in one of his videos that he spent $7,000 on a mirror. So when people walked into his fucking apartment, they would see themselves in the $7,000 mirror. And I'm like, $7,000 for a stupid fucking mirror? Like, that's how much money you have to play around with, that you can just casually throw $7,000. Like, if I had $7,000, like, I mean, I guess that's the thing, you know, like, maybe he used it as a tax write-off or something. But I'm like, you know, I would easily, if somebody said, okay, Sam, you're rich now, you have the choice, give $7,000 to a friend just randomly, or buy a fucking mirror. You know, I guess I wouldn't have any friends because I'd buy a fucking mirror. But, yeah, I just remember seeing that and I hated him from then. I was like, really? Like, I was like, you've turned into one of those guys who just buy stuff for fun, you know? Or you just buy stuff because you just you have the money to do that. Fuck, dude. And, you know, I mean, like, the guy, he's made, like, all these different channels now. He's got, like, a channel for his main channel where he interviews, like, again, YouTube fucking propped the shit out of this guy. So he interviews all the celebrities that come here. Like, he had a very special interview of Ariana Grande, which I loved it, when she got a tattoo that looked very similar to the name of a yakiniku place, like a barbecue place in Japan. And she's like, oh no. And it's like, yeah, like, you didn't do any fucking research before you fucking put in your tattoo, did you? You dummy. You big dum-dum. And, yeah, I always thought that was funny. But yeah, I mean, like, you know, all these celebrities, when they come to Japan, you know, they get a chance to maybe be interviewed by Hikakin, just because he's got pull with the Japanese people now. And he's very family friendly. He doesn't say fuck or any of that shit. So, you know, people really love his stuff. And, you know, and like, even my students, even my very young students know about him and they like him, you know? And, it's just funny. It's just funny because it's like, yeah, he's not a bad dude, but I just wouldn't, I'm not really interested in that kind of thing, you know? Like, in that he basically makes a lot of, like, he uploads daily too, or at least on one of his channels he does, or at least at one point he did. And I just remember being like, man, this guy's got a lot of fucking energy, dude. Like, you know, just, I remember he made a channel just for playing cell phone games. And I was like, really? Cell phone games? Okay. And, but hey, I mean, like, it's Japan. That's what they do here, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, like, it's just, like, the guy is just, he's set for life. As long as he doesn't have a scandal or anything, which I'll get into if, in my video of Hajime Shacho, you know, talking about him and, like, scandals. As long as there's no scandal with him, which he's pretty good about keeping squeaky clean, then I don't think it's going to be a big deal at all. But it's so funny because it's like, you know, I've done other rant videos, like on PDR, Kabushiki Gaisha, talking about Duncan. He does all his videos in Japanese. Or PDS, Dante, he does all his videos in Japanese. I've done a rant on both of those guys. Braitlin77, I've done a video about him. He's a Japanese live streamer. So, yeah, like, I like to promote Japanese people here. I want to start doing that more, because even if you guys don't know Japanese, or you plan on not knowing Japanese, there's, I think, a lot of people that come to my videos, they want to learn Japanese eventually, or they're interested in those kind of like subcultures of Japan. And it's just one of those things where if you just get an introduction from somebody, you know, like somebody just turns you on to it, then you'll check it out, you know, regardless. And, you know, it's like you're more likely to check out a TV show if your friend tells you about it versus just seeing the preview on TV or whatever, right? So, yeah. But, you know, Hikakin, it's just like he's living in this super high-class apartment. And it's so funny, too, because whenever I talk about these people or anybody big and I say something negative, people just say in my comment section, you're just being a hater, man. You're just being a hater. And I'm like, oh, wait, so I can't be critical of somebody flaunting their fucking money? You know, like I remember Russell Brand had a great quote that I saw online the other day. And he's like, when I was poor and I complained, people just said I was bitter. Then I got rich and I complained and people called me a hypocrite. It's like, people just are stupid, you know? Fucking stupid people. like they're all fucking stupid. But you know, this is that's one of the things that you got to put up with, I guess, when you're living in a society. And right, Murray? I have another joke for you, Murray. What? Why do black guys cry during sex, Murray? You know what? I think we've heard enough of your jokes there. It's because, Murray. It's because, and then like the thing gets cut off. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious. What do you guys think about Japanese celebrities? You know, I think that like Hikakin, like I really like that. At least at the beginning, I don't know if it's because YouTube told him to, or because he did it out of his own fucking conviction. But I really appreciate that he shouted out a bunch of smaller YouTubers too. Like PDS was making more quality content than Hikakin, but he had way less followers at the time, and Hikakin still promoted the shit out of him, which I gotta always appreciate. Like that's why I know Hikakin's not just like well, I mean, he's total sellout that got a lot of things handed to him, but at the same time, you know, he did have to get better at beatboxing at first. He did have to have that grind of uploading videos all the time, you know. And on top of that, he could have not promoted those other people and been like, yeah, whatever, fuck these guys. But he did, and that's why, aside from him flaunting that 7,000, I think it's, like, I liked him back then. But, like, when I saw it, it's like, hey, I spent $7,000 on a mirror. I'm like, you know. I mean, that's the thing I wonder, you know. I really, truly wonder when I get to that level of rich, like, of having that much money. Like, am I going to buy stupid shit like that? Like, I'd understand maybe if it was like a tax write-off or something, and like it was from my friend's like art room or something, and I wanted to promote his stuff, but still buying something, you know, nice for him. I think like I could forgive myself for that, but just buying it for the sake of buying it, I was like, oh shit, Nakayama Kebajo. Holy shit, this is the horse race track. I've never been here. I've heard of this place before. Nakayama Race Course. I've never actually been here though. Ah shit, I remember my hot dad Sharpie on Twitch. He was playing a horse racing game for the Sega Saturn, and I think one of the horse races that he participated in took place at this place, the Nakayama Horse Track. Oh, that's so cool. God, I'd love to go here one of these days and just see it. I mean, I don't really give a shit about gambling or anything, but I just thought that would be that'd be a fun Japanese thing to do, you know? Toe chain. Inzai. Yeah, right now we're in the middle of fucking Chiba. Like right in the fucking heart of Chiba. And we're in the countryside bullshit version of Chiba. And it's pretty funny. And so we gotta go up, then take a right, then go up still. Still not being able to see my GPS that well. Okay, cool. But yeah, big dicks, Chinko, Tekai. I love just saying random shit to people. It's nice. But yeah, again, like I guess that's a question. Another question for you guys though. It's like if your friend or somebody that you want, like, okay, let's role play here. Let's like imagine, like let's say within the next year, I become like really famous. Like I make a bunch of video vlogs or viral videos that just get everybody's attention, and I get really big. Like I jump to like you know 2 million, not even 1 million, but 2 million, 3 million subscribers, and I'm getting a lot of views of my videos for each one, and I can't respond to comments anymore or whatever. Like, would you guys not like that? Because like one of the things that like I think like Oriental Pearl said, she's like, what holds you back is you really like the community now, and you like being like kind of like a small famous YouTuber, but like you don't want to be a big one. And I'm like, well, I want to be big just for my influence, for the reach I have, and to like, you know, have options. Like if I'm bigger, then I'll have more money, and then with more money I can do cooler projects and travel more, and you know, like be one of those guys like Hikakin that gets to meet the celebs when they come over. I mean, hell, there was a bilingual chica, you know, that Japanese girl that was that got promoted the shit out. She was one of the people that got promoted out a lot by YouTube as well. You know, she got promoted by YouTube a shit ton, and she got to interview Tom Cruise when he came here for one of his movies. I think it was like Oblivion or something. And yeah, you know, like imagine if I could be that guy who's like, but then again, like they're very family friendly though. I am not family friendly, so it just depends. God damn it, GPS. Stop changing your fucking mind. Are you sure you want to go this route? 8 fucking times. But anyway, yeah, how would you guys react to me getting bigger? You know, like how would you, like let's say tomorrow, 1 million plus fucking views, couple million subscribers, like Markiplier level. Like what do you think? What do you like? You know, because that's the thing. When you get bigger, you are just gonna get a lot more haters and a lot more people critical of you. But I'd like to think that I kept it real, you know. And it's like after seeing shit like Simon and Martina, these amazing fucking YouTubers just have a horrible breakup online, and like, you know, like they're big and now like their fan base is shattered. Like all of us viewers are like kids of theirs, and mom and dad are divorced now. So. Winka ga suite. Oh, so ka. Arigato. But anyway, yeah, guys, tell me, what do you think about that? And ちょっと駐車するからちょっと待って。こことか. But anyway, what do you guys think about that? Anyway, with that being said, I think we're going to end it right here. But do me a favor, if you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button and subscribe bell to get notified next time a video of mine comes out. And yeah, you know, yeah, if you want to see more of this stuff and to binge later, don't forget to check out the playlist at the end of this video. And like always, I want you guys to stay black. And remember, Papa Tetsu has a huge dick. Hell yeah. Peace out, guys.